Hello, superheroes of the world. I am coming to you today to talk a little bit about something that has been on my mind. So much stuff has been happening in my life recently. And honestly, if I'm being 100% transparent, the last couple of weeks have been gruelingly tough. There's just been so many hard conversations, so much pain for me to have so many different conversations that are coming out of the fact that I think I was just trying to do too much. And I think I was trying to do too much, not just for me, but really for everyone around me. You know, I feel as one of the leaders within the Valhalla movement and within Wisdom and Superhero Academy and all of these things, I just feel like there's so much pressure for me to try and make financial opportunities arise for absolutely everyone. And the truth is that I think I overcommitted. I overcommitted to the amount of money that I would be able to bring to so many people. I overcommitted to, just my ability to be able to spend time building up the new Valhalla Montreal co-op and finding membership and stuff. Overcommitted to the amount of money that I really want to be able to raise for the Sustainability Learning Center. And it's not to say that any of these projects are going badly. In fact, every single one of them is from my perspective, is moving along quite nicely. We've had a massive uptick in the amount of visitors to the campaign through things like Instagram and a new Instagram strategy. I've recommitted to making videos every day for both YouTube and Facebook, and this is video number 2 on day 2 of this. And I'm deciding that starting on my birthday, I'm really going to be ramping this up, and it's coming up next week, basically. And just so much has been happening, but I know so many of you are also feeling this struggle. And I know I put out content all the time that's like me smiling and me motivated and me feeling great and me trying to amp you up to do the things that you are going to do to change the world in the way that you're going to change the world. And I totally believe in all of that. But I don't always feel that way. I don't always feel that way myself, and I don't always feel like everything's in control, or I don't always feel like I have any idea in which I'm going to, as an entrepreneur, I'm going to pay my bills next month, or I don't always know how I'm going to make the Sustainability Learning Center happen, or, what it really boils down to is sometimes I really feel like quitting. And no more so in my 9.5 years of being an entrepreneur than the one time I sold my indoor skate park, which was one of the toughest moments of my life. Definitely the toughest moment of my life in terms of, my story. But it actually ended up creating all of this amazing stuff, from the Impossible List coming to Valhalla to Superhero Academy to Wisdom to just everything that has flourished because of that. But I just went through that same kind of feeling, that same kind of dragged through the dirt, completely, break down on all kinds and all fronts. People had to leave the team for very good reasons, all kinds of different struggles. And, the struggle is real. The struggle is real, and it's there, and we're experiencing it on a day-to-day basis. And, the life of an entrepreneur is not all glory, right? In fact, I think, I talk about not working a 9 to 5, and I'm so happy I don't have a boss. But the truth is I work a 9 to 9. The truth is that somebody like me as an entrepreneur, when you're building something as intense as this, and you're building numerous startups all at the same time, and I consider a startup anything within the first 5 years of operation. So AKA everything I'm working on, minus the marketing agency, I guess. It's just fucking tough. It's just really fucking tough. And so I want to create a space where I'm willing to listen to your struggles. I'm willing to listen to some of the things that you are taking on in your life. And I want to know who's having a tough time in the comments, right? Because I can share story after story of how I was literally minutes away from basically bankruptcy, or the equivalent of that, at least in my version of reality. Or minutes away from just having no idea how the hell I was going to be able to pay a particular bill or to pull off a particular event or do something. And I've just always somehow pulled through. And even in this moment of extremely, extremely tough pressure that I'm going through in building the Sustainability Learning Center and in building these online courses and classes, I'm still finding a way to be enormously positive in it all. I'm actually kind of so grateful for all the people who surround me and continue to believe in me, all the people who work on Valhalla and Superhero Academy and all of these things. It's just not possible without all of these people. So for me, it's been tough, but I want to know in the comments who else it's been tough for, and I will reach out personally and take time to figure out how I can help you, how I can solve those problems. But you have to let me know in the comments, and I will reach out. AKA, you have to make it public that you are struggling and hurting by letting it be known in the comments, admitting to it in the first place, like I am, and then we can work through it. Because the first step to solving a problem is understanding what that problem is and admitting it, right? Just knowing that it's there to begin with so that we can take it on as a challenge. And so I'm willing to take that challenge with you. I know I'm able to help so many of you on so many different levels. And I don't want to ever come off as being fake or trying to sell something that I'm not. So it's a struggle. It's always been a struggle. It's more than a struggle right now for me. It's seriously painful in some ways, but I'm pulling through it, and I'm pulling through it because I have support. I have people in my life, like my own coaches and just girlfriends and family and friends and people and whatever, right? Like people in my life who help me every single step of the way. So I want to be that person for you, and let me know in the comments.